What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Antoine here, and welcome back! We're back with another video on the channel. In today's video, we're doing another Ram Talk video. In today's video, and of course, we're randomly going to be talking about, AJ Styles, my favorite TNA wrestler of all time, has announced he is officially retiring from wrestling. I don't know how old he is. I guess he's like 48 or 49 years old. A couple of years ago, he did said that he said he's not wrestling around his 50s. He said after this, he's done. He's hanging it up, whatever. So, um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, he just announced his retirement. I think it was like last Monday Night Raw around February, like late February, whatever. He announced that he is officially retiring. The reason why he put his glove down, the reason why he didn't do that because he wanted to have his retirement in Atlanta, Georgia, which by the way, I think last Monday night Raw took place in Atlanta, Georgia, which is his hometown. And what I'm saying, would make sense. And obviously, he decided to announce his retirement, and he decided to hang it all up, and just basically retire from there, and yeah, call it a career. After 20 plus years of wrestling all over the world, from TNA, New Japan Wrestling, WWE, and Ring of Honor, of course, because he did wrestle Ring of Honor, which nobody don't know about that one. I do. He did wrestle Ring of Honor at some point, so keep that in mind. And yeah, he's retiring. He is done. He just announced his retirement. Like around Monday Night Raw in Atlanta, Georgia. He said if he was going to retire, he's going to retire here in his hometown. He reason why he put that glove up. He said I was going to retire at the Royal Rumble to put that glove up. I said if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it my own way. I'm going to retire. Um, basically, obviously, I'm going to retire in my hometown, Atlanta, Georgia, which makes sense because he's from there. Well, he's from Gainesville. He's from Gainesville, Georgia. Well, technically he's from Gainesville, Georgia, but really it's close to Atlanta, so it doesn't matter. So Atlanta, Georgia, is his hometown. He announced his retirement, and he's officially retiring. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it of AJ Styles. You know what I'm saying? He is retiring with a great career. I am privileged to watch him throughout all my life since I was like 4 years old, 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? Watching AJ Styles, watch him compete in Ring of Honor, TNA. Watch him compete in New Japan Pro Wrestling and the WWE and all that. My favorite TNA wrestler of all time. You know what I'm saying? I said this numerous of times. I'll say it again. If it wasn't for AJ Styles, TNA would not be what it is today. You know what I'm saying? That is the house that he really fucking built from the scratch. He's been there since day one, through the ups, through the downs, to the ugly, and man, he has turned the whole house down there. And the fact that unfortunately, he has made his retirement. But to be fair, he is getting old, and I guess it is to the point where he needs to probably do retire, which I understand. And if he does need to retire, it's understandable. Saying he said he's not resting past his 50. After that, he's done. He's retiring, and he is getting close to his 50. So it does make sense for him to retire. He's gonna spend time with his loved ones, his kids, his wife, and have a happy retirement and everything, and all of that. And yeah. Yeah, man. Watch AJ Styles for a very, 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 very long time. Like I said, I was 4 or 5 years old. Watched this young Southern redneck dude who's kind of like not 6 foot, but he's like close to it. You know what I'm saying? Just styling, just profiling in the fucking ring. You know what I'm saying? Just going in there and being acrobatic and all that. He used to be a football player, a wrestler like myself. He just going in there and just kicking ass, no matter how big or how tall. You know what I'm saying? No matter how strong you are, you still knock you on your ass, whatever. Like he was larger than life. You know what I'm saying? He was that damn good in the ring. And then, obviously it's on and off, in the ring. He's a prime example how to become a great leader and a great, a good person on and off the wrestling ring and all of that. Family man. He said his biggest flex. I'll never forget what he said on Monday Night Raw. He said his biggest flex having the best wife in the world, and I'm like, That is a huge fucking fact. I can round applause for AJ for that one because that is true. Having a wife for over 20 plus years of marriage, that is a blessing to the skies, man. And it goes to show you that marriage is something. You know what I'm saying? Because not marriage not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But like it goes to show you that marriage is something, and the fact that AJ Styles, married to his wife for like 20 plus years is actually insane. The crazy part about this, around the time I think when AJ Styles and his wife was married, I was born. I think I was born. I was born around February 3rd, 2000. They got married in 2000. So I was a infant, you know what I'm saying? So then when they got married, so that's pretty wonderful, you know what I'm saying, for over 20 plus years. That's absolutely amazing. They stick, they're through and through. I think they was high school sweethearts, not sure about that, but that's not here, it's not there. Um, and to see this dude go from being the phenomenal one to being the phenomenal one is absolutely phenomenal if you ask me, you know what I'm saying? And then to see his career go from little to like huge in a second. Like it goes to show you that if you really put your mind to anything, and your dreams will come true. You know what I'm saying? And for him to put his mind on this wrestling thing, you know what I'm saying? It's absolutely crazy about this man. And many people don't know this though, but there's a story about AJ Styles at the time. I'm sorry for burping a little bit, but there's a story about AJ Styles at the time when he was in WCW. He talked about like he was at WCW at one point, you know what I'm saying? And he was on the verge of actually going to WWE with a contract. And I think he believed that WWE did offer him a contract, but he turned that down so he could spend more time with his wife. And he eventually, around this time, eventually TNA was formed, and he eventually came into TNA, and he became a bona fide superstar. Keep this in mind, he was rolling around Ring of Honor, being a Ring of Honor Pure champion, you know what I'm saying? And then he went to TNA and all that type of stuff. He was kicking ass, you know what I'm saying? And he became a superstar instantly since day one, winning the tag team championship with John Ling, and then beat Jeff Jarrett to become the NWA World Champion, become the first ever TNA X Division champion, which he was a fantastic X Division champion. In my opinion, he was one of the very few best. Like he was that damn good when he was X Division champion. So at this point, he was basically like a first crown, first like triple crown champion. Like he was instantly the first triple crown champion in his few years at TNA. And then he just skyrocketed, you know what I'm saying? Just kicking ass and then having these phenomenal matches with the Abyss, Rob Van Dam, fucking Kurt Angle, and goddamn John Lynn himself. Who's that Canadian dude? With Canadian Destroyer? I forgot his name was it shit. I forgot his name was, but he had a match. He got a good match with him. Then who else I could think of? Who else I could think of? Samoa Joe. Oh yeah, that match. Him and Samoa Joe, they click like, especially like they click so good. WWE and T. Oh my God, they were good. And then him versus Christopher Daniels. Oh man, that storyline with him and the Christopher Daniels and how he got personal with the baby or the like. You remember the time when Christopher Daniels and freaking Kazarian, which he had a few battles with. Obviously, he they had a little baby little thing going on, you know what I'm saying? A little baby thing. How they were trying to make AJ Styles look like he was the baby daddy of another woman's father, whatever. This is like before he had his little gimmick change, whatever. And it was insane. Like this wasn't just about going after the both championships or whatever. It was about literally try to destroy this man AJ Styles from the inside out. You know what I'm saying? And I remember that storyline in TNA. It was so crazy. And he got people thinking that he was messing with the TNA president Dixie Carter. Well, I was like, what the fuck? I remember as a kid, I'm like, there's no way AJ Styles will mess with Dixie Carter. That's like saying you wouldn't want to smash your grandma. So like this shit. No offense to Dixie Carter, but she's basically your great grandmother. Like, no fucking way. AJ Styles not like that. You know what I'm saying? He's a loyal man who was married and everything. Loyal man, and I'm proud for him. You know what I'm saying? So, um, but yeah, that's no here, that's no there. I remember that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, him and Kurt Angle had a fantastic match. TNA Championship. Ric Flair saw the whole thing. Absolutely phenomenal. Really good match. Then, of course, you know, obviously, him with the whole entire him versus Bully Ray at that one Battle for Glory where he had his little evil way gimmick. I remember that gimmick. It was so cool. He changed it and make him look more demure than ever. You know what I'm saying? More serious. You know what I'm saying? Like mental like seriousness. And he kicked it. He kicked Bully Ray's ass, man. He gave him a hard ass time. He was talking about giving AJ hard ass time. He gave man. AJ gave Bully Ray hard ass time. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, it was insane to think about. You know what I'm saying? I remember time when Kurt Angle and AJ Styles became TNA champion when he beat Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels. That was odd, but it was like, all right, but that was with the whole story thing, you know what I'm saying? But hey, though, it is what it is, though. You got to give him something, you know? Um, so I remember those things, you know what I'm saying? Him becoming the Triple Crown winner, the first one ever. He was really that great when it comes to TNA, Ring of Honor, pure champion. I think he had a match at one point with CM Punk. I think many people don't know this, but if you go and type CM Punk versus AJ Styles, AJ Styles went against CM Punk for the pure championship. I think AJ Styles beat CM Punk to become the pure champion, the first one I believe in Ring of Honor. You should go check that out. Oh shit, I hit my mic. But you should go check that out. It was really good. But besides of that though, man, a lot of good memories I could think of AJ Styles and TNA. There's so much, you know what I'm saying? It was just wonderful. His theme song, Get Ready to Fly, I am. It was so fucking good. It fit AJ completely, man. Oh man, it was so wonderful, you know what I'm saying? And then he went to WWE. He went to New Japan Wrestling. He beat Okada to become in his first night to win the IWGP, Heavyweight Championship as a Bullet Club member, which is crazy. To think about. He was a Bullet Club member at one point. He was the captain of Bullet Club member. Then Kenny Omega took over. Then he went to WWE and he made his debut in the Royal Rumble against Roman Reigns when at the time he was the big dog, and it was for the WWE Championship because obviously Triple H had Roman Reigns to go against like 30 other people for his WWE Championship, whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? It's insane to think about. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, right? AJ Styles made his debut, his theme song, They Don't Want None. I was like, oh, that's the thing. So I wanted to get, and I immediately downloaded that a couple of days later after that thing so came. It was so fucking good, so good, man. It was absolutely phenomenal. If you want to say that, you know what I'm saying, and got some really great programs in WWE too as well. He had him versus Chris Jericho was good. Though I wish that AJ Styles won his WrestleMania debut, in my opinion, against Chris Jericho, but whatever. He had a really good feud with Roman Reigns. It was pretty awesome. Him versus John Cena was my favorite one of them all. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like my favorite like rivalry between him and John Cena was like my favorite. Rivalry of this period of time of being WWE. It was so beautiful, man. Their first three matches, they like I think they had four matches together. Maybe it was three. I can't remember. I remember the three. They had the first one, AJ won. The second one, I believe AJ won that one, or was it John Cena won? I think John Cena won that one to take the AJ Styles WWE Championship. Which, by the way, that was the WWE Championship he had. He had running for like over 300 plus days. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't 300 plus days. That was his second reign, I believe. That was his second reign, I believe. AJ Styles' second reign. Um, had a great match against John Cena overall. Like that was my favorite like match of like AJ Styles matchup and all of that. You know what I'm saying? He had a WWE championship. He beat Dean Ambrose, which is aka John Moxley, my favorite Shield member, of course. Beat him, had an amazing reign. This was the house that AJ Styles built gimmick where he the SmackDown, the house that AJ Styles built. SmackDown at the time was kicking it way better than Raw. Fantastic under Shane McMahon's leadership, right? He was just kicking ass as usual, taking names, winning the WWE Championship against Dean Ambrose, of course, um, having a really good reign on the first one. Then lost against John Cena, of course, and then of course he ended up winning it back, I believe, against Jinder Mahal. Then he had a 300 plus day reign as the champion, which is crazy to think about. and he was just kicking ass, man. He was just kicking ass, you know what I'm saying? Him and Samoa Joe with that personal rivalry and all that. And that was pretty good. Him, Shinsuke Nakamura. Although I was disappointed in the rivalry, but at least we got the match in WWE in a bigger stage. But like if you go back in like the New Japan, like Tokyo Dome when AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura happened, that was a amazing, fantastic match. They had a fist bump like at the end. Pretty good match up, and when they came to WWE, it was kind of disappointing. I'm not gonna lie to you. The expectation was too high. I will say for some people, but this match was like a once in a lifetime match. That they took over at Tokyo Dome a couple years ago at that time, and they come to WWE, they kind of flopped it. But that's because their age probably kept up to them when they're all saying. So to be fair, you know what I'm saying. But that's not here, that's not there, right? Then of course I what's the other thing that he did afterwards? He did have a tag team, moment with Omos, but that led to the the Arcade Bros with Matt Riddle and Randy. It didn't meant nothing. He had an Intercontinental Championship run in the pandemic, and then he had a nice day championship reign, beat Ricochet for it, and then that was it. And then of course he had a little bit. He had a decent feud with Dominic though. He made Dominic look more credible in that feud. That was pretty cool. Um, that was pretty awesome. He had a really good match with Edge at WrestleMania at one point. I remember that one. And then of course I believe, oh man, what was the other one I'll never forget though too as well. That last match between him and John Cena was actually great, fantastic, phenomenal if you want to say. There was so many, man. There was so many. Him versus Randy. Oh my God, him and Randy would turn the roof off. I think they had a match at WrestleMania at one point, and they turned the roof off. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Pretty good mini feud. Um, and there was something else. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty good too as well. Him versus Cody Rhodes was awesome too as well. He did that fake ass Mark Henry retirement shit because I think there was reports like last year he did want to like retire. I think this year he said that he did want to retire last year, but it got delayed. You know what I'm saying? So that happened. That explained why he was probably that Mark Henry had that Mark Henry fake ass retirement. We all thought he was sincerely going to retire because he was getting to a point of being that age of retiring, but he kind of lied. You know what I'm saying? And not retired. So that was that, and then um, and then there were plenty more things that I think I remember this one. Oh yeah, my favorite one of them all. Go back to TNA. Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles, TNA X Division Championship match. I don't know if it was at X Destination, but it was around that pay per view. I don't know if it was that or not. That was my favorite AJ Styles match of all time. That if you go watch that match, AJ Styles, Chris Daniels versus Samoa Joe for the TNA X Division Championship. They turned the roof off that bitch, and it was a prime example how you can book an X Division, how you could book an X Division and make it look like a main event match. It was so good. That was my favorite AJ Styles match of all time. I love that match. So good. So many good matches that AJ Styles have over the careers and moments that I'll forever cherish. And great family man, great, amazing kids, great wife. You know what I'm saying? Wishing nothing for the best for him going forward in his life. He did got introduced to WWE Hall of Fame on 2026. Undertaker came across the ring and said, "You have been inducted to WWE Hall of Fame." Although I wish that AJ Styles will wait for the Hall of Fame, you know what I'm saying? Maybe about at least like 5+ years or whatever, dial all in all the careers and everything else, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Don't take the Rey Mysterio route of like, being in the Hall of Fame and then still wrestling, you know what I'm saying? But I guess so, you know what I'm saying? I'll take it. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Not going to hate on it. You know, say congratulations to my favorite TNA wrestler of all time, AJ Styles, for being in the Hall of Fame. So now he's going to get some Hall of Fame speeches and everything else on coming up in a couple of months at WWE, Hall of Fame, whatever they do before WrestleMania, you know what I'm saying? You go get a Hall of Fame speech. He was sitting out to the sunset, and yeah. Like I said, his attire is pretty good too as well. His attire, I say one thing that's kind of underrated about AJ Styles is his attire. I feel like not many people are give him a credit that he has one of the best attires I've ever seen for a wrestler and everything. It just fit him pretty well with the arm sleeve. He got that glove that said phenomenal on that one. It's pretty cool. Um, Pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that, um, he's able to, have an extraordinary career. I'm honored to watch him over the years, you know what I'm saying? As a fan of him, been watching him since I was 4 years old, and at 26 years old, I watch him, one of my favorite TNA, the GOAT of TNA, in my opinion, respectfully, walk out of retirement, understandably so, because he did say he ain't wrestling until his 50s. He said, once I'm old, I'm done. I'm retiring, I'm hanging up, and if he wants to hang it up, it's understandable, which is not for the best for him going forward in his life and everything else. Um, it sucks that he has to go, but hey, though, man, hey, listen, not everybody can wrestle forever. You know what I'm saying? This way it is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to move on to other things, you know what I'm saying, throughout the layer in your life and going forward. You know what I'm saying? Granted, AJ Styles, so the way how he like built right now, his physique, he looked like he still can go on for at least like a couple more years. You know what I'm saying? Despite the age, but given all the injuries he probably have over the years, I don't blame him for if he want to retire or not. Plus, he probably knew what the fuck like WWE's at right now. We're not gonna get to it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it is what it is. What a wonderful career that AJ Styles have. I don't know if you're gonna see this video or not or whatever, but say to AJ Styles, thank you for your amazing career you have done for over 20 plus years. I wish nothing for the best for you in whatever your future endeavors or what you're gonna do after your career. I will support you in there, and hopefully you have a good, life or career after, after wrestling. You know, what I'm saying, and see we go from there. And yeah, man, amazing career. You know, what I'm saying the guy is is phenomenal. Let's just say that, and you know what I'm saying? And it's amazing. It was a privilege and honor to watch him over the years. You know what I'm saying? To uh, to watch him do some crazy ass shit like I've seen past wrestlers do before, but the way he does it in a phenomenal way. And like I said, I'm looking forward to what he's going to do afterwards in his life and see if we go from there. And I wish nothing but best for him and his endeavors. And what an amazing career, Mr. Styles. You did your thing, won championships all over the world. The house that you built from TNA and that SmackDown, you did your thing, man. And round of applause, pat yourself in the back. You did your thing. Now you can watch your babies, your kids grow up and try to be as phenomenal as you if they can. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But hey, thank you, AJ Styles, once again for an amazing career, for amazing entertainment you have given me and everybody else here. I wish nothing for the best for you once again. And once again, thank you. You are absolutely phenomenal. Let's just say that. With that being said, thank y'all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about AJ Styles retiring and what are your favorite moments of AJ Styles and his careers and everything else and going forward. I don't know if I think although I'm on the fence, so maybe he's probably going to TNA and probably wrestle there and then maybe AEW, but I think more likely he's probably going to step down and retiring. I could be wrong, but for right now, I'm just gonna say thank you, AJ Styles. I wish nothing for the best for you going forward in your life. I mean, for right now, I mean, unless he say I'll change my mind going to TNA, AEW, I don't think that's gonna happen. But I think he's more likely gonna retire, and that's the case. It is what it is. Thank you, Mr. Styles, for everything else what you did to entertain us. You, sir, are very not only a really good, talented wrestler, but absolutely phenomenal. And I salute you. Whatever you do afterwards in your rest of your career. As if you're retiring or not, I'm not sure, but right now I'm going to say you're retired. And yeah, thank you. Thank you, AJ Styles. And thank y'all for watching. And as always, take care. I'm out. Peace.